Coming up on First at 4, road crews work to stabilize and clear a mudslide that had them up all night. And the family of a man murdered during an attempted robbery in Knox County are on a quest for justice.
The sunny and cool weather continues for Saturday. The details now on First at 4.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, a portion of Kentucky 7 in Knott County is reduced to one lane following a large mudslide. The slide includes trees, rocks, and a whole lot of mud, likely due to rapidly changing temperatures and heavy rainfall over the last few days. WYMT's Connor James was with crews as they removed much of the debris.
It's been a very busy day for road crews here along Kentucky 7 in Knott County. They've spent the majority of the morning clearing out trees and rocks and mud from a slide that happened yesterday afternoon. Cutting down trees that could possibly fall if there was any more ground movement was a priority as crews worked to clear the area of all the loose trees. The slide is blocking one lane of Kentucky 7, so expect some possible delays. Crews say they are working around the clock to maintain the slide and allow the road to still be used.
We had crews flagging since yesterday evening when this first occurred, and they had to watch it all night last night just to get the traffic through it safely, plus to monitor it to make sure nothing else was trying to move.
Now, crews say once they clear this road, they're going to test for stabilization to make sure another slide won't happen the minute it rains again. That way it'll be safe for people to drive on. I'm in Knott County, Connor James, WYMT Mountain News.
Now they hope the road will be open and the area stabilized by later this evening. Recent rain and excessive runoff is causing issues for highway departments in several counties, including here in Perry. Pratt Mountain Road is currently closed due to a 150-foot break. WYMT's Taylor Upchurch joined road crews this morning as they evaluated the damage there. She joins us from the newsroom with more. Taylor?
Steve, around 3 p.m. yesterday, Pratt Mountain Road began to break and slide downhill due to excessive amounts of water. Road crews tell me this is a statewide problem that all 12 districts are currently dealing with after the heavy amounts of rainfall in Kentucky. They plan to begin working on Pratt Mountain this coming Monday and expect this project to take 2 or more weeks to fix. Workers say the best solution is to begin drilling in railroad steel to stabilize the embankment.
As it stands right now, there's not even enough of the roadway left to begin work with the drill rig. The rock and stuff will have to be removed from the ditch line in order just to get the equipment on the site.
For an alternate route, drivers can use the Maces Creek end of Kentucky 1165 to bypass the closing and come out on Kentucky 7, about 3 miles from Jeff.
Well, we are finally out of our severe weather alert day, and sunshine and cooler temperatures have been the main story for today after that cold front has moved through. Let's take a look at some of the cameras, and as you're gearing up for the weekend, you're going to be looking at pretty nice weather, at least to start off that weekend, and as we head into your Saturday. Of course, notice Whitesburg, not much happening. In fact, it's partly cloudy skies across the area at this time. The same story for the University of Virginia. Over there at Weiss, we continue to look at plenty of sunshine and a few lower level clouds. It's the cumulus clouds, not going to matter in the ways of precip or anything for tonight, and we will be staying cool. In fact, we're at 33 in Jackson, a warm 40 degrees in Hazard, 38 in Harlan, and 39 in Bell County. But as we head into the second portion of the weekend, that's where I think we see some changes. Of course, we'll be sunny for your Saturday, but a soggy start really happens next week, and we don't need any more rainfall. In fact, Steve, at this point, we need about 4 to 5 days of sunshine and getting this ground to dry out. But we'll have a full look at that heavy rain potential and maybe some more flooding coming up here at 4:15.
All right, thank you, Andrew. It's been more than 3 weeks now since a Southern Kentucky man was murdered inside a store, and the suspect has still not been caught. Gary Wayne Medlin was killed as he was trying to leave the Knox County store. Police say Philip Lewis killed him when Lewis was trying to commit a robbery. WYMT's Phil Pendleton has more on a family's quest for justice.
Philip Lee Lewis is believed to be somewhere in Michigan. That's where he apparently has family. Police tell me today they don't know why he was in Kentucky on January 16th when they say that he went into this store and then shot and killed Gary Wayne Medlin as he was trying to leave. Both state police and the FBI are now on the hunt for 24-year-old Philip Lee Lewis, who could be in the Flint, Michigan area. Lewis was in Kentucky just after midnight on January 16th when police say that he tried to hold up the A&B Quick Stop on Highway 25E. Surveillance video picked up his actions when they say that he struggled with the clerk, then fired shot when Medlin, who was a customer, tried to leave. Medlin was killed in the store's doorway. A few days later, police say their investigation led them to believe that Lewis was their suspect, but he's not been found.
It's very frustrating, but the only thing that I'm hoping is that maybe if he's, if he thinks that he's going to be safe, maybe he'll think that he's safe and then he'll start using social media or something again to where they can find him. Or he'll go out to a store and somebody will notice him and somebody will call him.
State police tell me this remains a top priority for them and the FBI. They have pinged several cell phones that they believe that he's used. They say they have followed some social media accounts, but they have not been able to locate him. They say, though, they believe it's just a matter of time before they find him. In Knox County, Phil Pendleton, now back to you.
The A&B Quick Stop has since closed. A sign was posted outside saying that was out of respect for the victim's family. A shooting at the Frederick Douglass High School in Baltimore, Maryland left a hall monitor injured this afternoon. A 25-year-old man is in police custody. Police say it's believed the man wanted to confront someone inside and shot the 56-year-old hall monitor when the monitor refused to let the man enter the school. School officials placed the school on lockdown. Students were dismissed early so police could investigate. The hall monitor is listed in serious but stable condition. 5 juveniles are in custody at a Nashville area detention center charged with murder. 3 of the suspects are girls between 12 and 15 years old. The other 2 are boys, a 13-year-old and a 16-year-old. They are accused of shooting 24-year-old Kyle Yorlitz outside his home in North Nashville yesterday afternoon. Yorlitz made it back inside where one of his roommates found him around 3 p.m. Police say Yorlitz was a Belmont University student from Pennsylvania and a member of a local band. Virginia's political crisis continues to unravel as yet another prominent politician, the state Senate Majority Leader, is caught up in the growing blackface scandal. Republican State Senate Majority Leader Tommy Norment is under fire for his role as managing editor of the Virginia Military Institute's 1968 yearbook. The book contains racist slurs and photos, including blackface.
My responsibility had nothing to do with photographs. It had nothing to do with editing what was written in there.
This comes as the state's governor, Ralph Northam, is facing calls to step down after a photo surfaced from his 1984 medical school yearbook. Northam denies he is in the photo, but admitted to wearing blackface on another occasion. Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax is facing a sexual assault allegation from 2004. And Democrat Attorney General Mark Herring admitted he dressed in blackface at a costume party in college in 1980. The U.S. Supreme Court blocked a controversial abortion law hours before it was to go into effect. The 5-4 vote last night temporarily blocked the Louisiana law that critics say would force 2 of the state's 3 abortion clinics to close. The law is from 2014 and would have required doctors who perform abortions at clinics to have admitting privileges at nearby hospitals. Last night, conservative Chief Justice John Roberts sided with the court's 4 liberal judges in the case. The newest justice, Brett Kavanaugh, along with the other 3 conservative justices, dissented. Next, the court still has to decide in the next few months whether to hear the case next term. Acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker appeared for an oversight hearing today in front of the House Judiciary Committee. He faced questions about his oversight of Special Counsel Robert Mueller's Russia investigation. Whitaker was not going to show up after Democrats approved a subpoena if he did not answer all their questions, but the committee chairman dropped the threat last night. Democrats still pressed Whitaker on his oversight of Mueller's Russia investigation. Judiciary Committee Chairman Jerry Nadler and Whitaker had this exchange.
Have you ever been asked to approve any request or action to be taken by the special counsel?
Mr. Chairman, I see that your 5 minutes is up, and so...
Answer the question, please.
There has been no event, no decision that has required me to take any action, and I have not interfered in any way with the special counsel's investigation.
Whitaker's time as acting attorney general is likely to end soon. Next week, the Senate is expected to vote to confirm President Trump's attorney general nominee, William Barr. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Friday afternoon. The Dow closes down today more than 63 points. Straight ahead on First at 4, it's the last Friday night of the regular season of high school basketball. We'll preview some of tonight's biggest matchups just ahead.
And we will see a brief break in the weather activity, but some rain does return. Those details are coming up in your forecast.
Let the Perry County Public Library come to you with a bookmobile. With over 3,000 items to choose from, there is something for everyone. Books, audiobooks, DVDs, and more.
Appalachian Wireless is